Computer. All right, there we go. Awesome. Okay, so we're doing it again. So welcome to the my 2025 energy reading as it relates to your health, your body, your well-being, and there we go. That's okay. Perfect. I have got so much to share with you. I've got all of these notes, so I'm going to be looking at my notes a little bit, and I'm also going to be channeling live whatever wants to come through. So here's how I do this reading. I am channeling, so I'm tuning in, connecting with the universal energies. I say they're above me, they're all around us. And I'm literally like pulling 2025 for health and well-being. So other people do it a little bit differently, but I am just focused on the body, your health, and how these energies that are already coming in, that we're already feeling, may, because this is a group reading, may affect your health and well-being in 2025. This replay will be available through the weekend so that you can have the time to come and go. You know, you've got the weekend. A lot of people, are working right now and then they're going to watch it later. So just know that this will be here for you through Sunday, and then I will be pulling it out of the group. Also, just sit back and relax. You can take some notes if you want. But this is just, I want you to just take it in and take what resonates and leave the rest. Because sometimes it's like, oh, that doesn't really resonate with me. But then if we go back later, it might. So I just, today I would just sit, maybe take a few notes if it resonates. What I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to be doing it today is I'm going to be sharing sort of an overall picture of the energies of 2025 and how they might affect your health, your well-being, what to look out for, how to navigate. I'm going to give you a lot of tips towards the ends on how to navigate these energies. Like I said, I've got a lot of notes, but I'm also open to whatever else needs to come through. And then if you are a healer, a psychic, an energy worker, a medium, so pretty much everybody that knows me that's in this space, even if you don't do it for a living. I am going to be talking about how 2025 is really calling you to step into your purpose and to step into the impact that you are here to make. Okay, so I am going to be bringing that sort of niche into this as it relates to health and the body. Because if, really and truly, your health is your wealth. So just letting that sink in. You can have all the money in the world, but if your health is crappy, you can't necessarily enjoy that money. So let's get started. Okay. I'm going to talk a little bit about what to kind of like how to navigate this last, 6 weeks, 6+ weeks of this year as we move in. Again, you might already be feeling these energies. I'm feeling these energies. Um, these energies right now are feeling to me, okay, they're feeling like intense, electric, kind of heavy at times. There's a lot going on the planet and you might be feeling it. Okay? So just being aware that you're not crazy, like it's the energies. However, I will say this till the cows come home, which I don't even understand that expression, but anyway, um this is not to blame. Okay? If you are affected by the energies that are all around you. Okay, cool, right? Acknowledge it, but don't get into the energy of blame. Like, oh, it's Mercury retrograde, or oh, it's this planet in this transit, and it's this, and it's that, and it's that, or the moon, or whatever. The Schumann resonance. We don't want to drop into that energy of blame. If you're feeling it, there's something within you that is a vibrational match. It's not bad, it's not good. I never talk in bad, good, right, wrong, black, white. Okay? It's everything is vibration, everything is frequency. So if you feel the frequencies, cool. Acknowledge them, ask them what they're trying to share with you, do the healing if you need to do some healing, especially if you get triggered. Okay. Triggers are amazing for showing us where we're not fully in alignment. And then we work through our triggers and then we move on our merry way and keep going. Okay. So I just want to put that out there because that word, don't blame the energy, came up a lot for the 2025. So we're going to get back to that. This right now, and honestly, for the whole year, is a really good time to pay attention to your body more than ever. More than ever. And when I say pay attention to your body, I mean shut out the world, go in within. And honestly, this morning in my own meditation, which I could do better about, I do a lot of healing work, but I don't often just sit. And that came through as being really powerful to like no music, right? No, solfeggio frequencies, nothing, no music, just sitting and being with your body. No expectations, no agenda. And you can also do this with your soul, but we're going to talk about body today. And just really just sit with your body and just notice and just breathe. And it's really coming back to center, coming back, no matter what's going on outside in the world. Excuse me. I promise you there's a lot going on. Coming back, coming back. The rest of this year and into next year, this is going to be crucial for your peace of mind and ultimately your health. Okay. Because when we give our peace away, we can physically, our immune system and our stress response goes wonky donkey, and then it lowers our immunity, and then we can get sick. Okay. That's physically what's going on. But we want to make sure that we're not giving our peace away. We want to come back to center, come back to self. You want to check in with your nervous system. A lot of us, we're coming into Thanksgiving if you celebrate, and the holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. And sometimes we're around family, and sometimes our family, I don't know if you know this, can trigger us. And not always, but sometimes. And it can be stressful doing all the things and, getting all the things and planning. And it's fun, it's exciting, but it can also be stressful. You want to make sure your nervous system is unwound. If your nervous system is all kinked up, it's going to have a chain reaction through the rest of your body. So paying attention to your nervous system. Also, your adrenal glands. Your adrenal glands are back here. They sit on top of your kidneys and they release cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone. If you're in fight or flight, if you're stressed, if you're going, burning the candle at both ends all the time, you never take a break and listen to how I'm talking. It's just like blah, 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 blah. Come back to center. Come back to center. Come back to center. Okay. So again, this time of year, a lot of sugar, a lot of alcohol. Be mindful. Be mindful. These are immune depressants. Okay. They are not healthful for your body. I'm not saying don't have a glass of champagne. I'm not saying don't eat a piece of pumpkin pie. Just notice, a lot of times these go hand in hand. When we get stressed out, we start stress eating. Or emotional eating, or if we're around family and we're getting triggered and we don't feel like anyone listens to us, and all of your trauma comes up because you haven't healed it yet. Sometimes this can trigger unhealthy habits. Okay. Is it bad or wrong? It's not healthy for you. So again, it's about coming back to center. It's always about coming back to you, coming back to yourself, coming back to your center. So again, you can ask yourself questions like, why am I eating my feelings? Where am I eating to escape? Am I stressed out? What does my body need? Best thing in the world. It's free. You can do it anywhere. Hands on your heart, body, body, body. What do you need right now to feel safe, to feel appreciated, to feel treasured, to feel nourished? All right, write that question down. It's good. Um, Again, along with sugar and coffee and I'm sorry, sugar and alcohol, overstimulation. So coffee, caffeine. Where are you overstimulated? Are you watching the news? Are you listening to family talk about politics? Don't do it. Are you doing going, 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 going? Again, it's about calming the nervous system, calming that fight or flight, coming back to center. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but sometimes hearing it a different way is helpful. Okay. A couple of energy centers or chakras, depending on what you want to say. Your base chakra or your root chakra could be lighting up for you right now. Right now, we're still in 2024. I haven't even gotten into 2025 yet. Okay. So for your root chakra, it's that energy of feeling supported, of feeling nourished, of feeling even abundant. Okay. But really, in regards to health and well being, it's like that feeling safe, feeling supported. Okay. As we move through the rest of this year, staying true to yourself. The throat chakra could also be activated in the next, it actually moves into 2025 for soul related. But for body right now, your throat chakra, boundaries. Are you saying yes when you want to say no? Are you speaking up for yourself? And I'm thinking about like all of the activities that can happen this time of year. Maybe you really don't want to go to the office party. Are you going because you feel like you should? Do you feel obligated? Or are you going to be like, I'm not going and having that boundary? Okay. When we go against and say yes when we really mean no, that can cause a misalignment of energy in our bodies. Okay. Things to be aware of. Again, still looking at 2024. As far as organs go, your liver, okay, everything you put in and put on your body has to be processed through your liver. We need to give our liver some love. Give your liver some love right now. It's on the right hand side of your body. Just give it some love, give it some appreciation. Also, your pancreas. Your pancreas is all about your blood sugar and hormones. But I'm feeling like it's all the stuff, all the overindulgent that we do this time of year for the most part, including, any like outside stress. Social media can be very stressful sometimes. So again, coming back to center. Um, you can do a cleanse. But I wouldn't start with the liver. There is a whole protocol for doing a cleanse, but giving your liver some love. Really speaking to your organs can be so beneficial. We already know that you can talk to water and program water, right? There's a book about it, and a lot of people know about that. You can do that to your body. What you focus on grows. So give your liver, give your pancreas some love. If you are having blood sugar issues or you're having some liver pains, or maybe you're gone to the doctor and you've got a fatty liver or whatever, you need to be working on detoxifying that organ. Okay. Other things to kind of look out for right now through the end of the year is feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, headaches could be felt right now, backaches, feeling run down, exhausted, any kind of perfectionistic tendencies, you want to be aware. And I also wrote down pain in the neck. So if you've got any cervical issues, any neck issues, really coming back to center and asking the body, what are you trying to show me? Pain is trying to show you something. Your body is always talking to you. It starts with a whisper and it gets louder and louder and louder. Okay. until you stop. And a lot of times, unfortunately, we wait until it gets really loud and it's knocking and screaming before we actually pay attention. I am cautioning you to go the easy route and to build that daily practice now so that you can begin to form and deepen that connection with your body. And that's just simply sitting with your body and asking it what it needs. Do it every morning. Do it when you're gonna do it, but morning I think is really awesome because it sets you up for a successful day. Okay? But whenever you think about it is best. Let's see, what else do we want to, so right now, and this is going to carry through, all of these energies are coming in now and they're carrying through to 2025. One thing I would say is this is a really good time, again, to be self-focused, to be radically mindful of what where your thoughts are, where your feelings are, what your body's doing, any ache, pain, little twinge. Like if you constantly are getting headaches or you're getting like neck tension or low back pain, this is a really great time to connect and ask before you go take the pain reliever, okay? And because again, your body's going to keep doing it and get louder and louder and louder. And you can take an Advil, but that's only taking away the sensation of pain. It's taking away the symptom. It's not taking away the root cause. We want to get to the root cause as much as possible. So taking that time, making that time, focusing, making that your priority each and every day. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, depending on your schedule and your life, and every day could be different. Making it a daily practice, a daily habit, you're going to build that connection now into 2025 when you really are going to need it. I'm just saying, we're going to get there. All right. This is a great time to take a step back and do the things that you enjoy. Make time for yourself. Even if it's 5 minutes, making time for yourself to do something fun, to watch a funny movie, a family movie, if you like to cook or bake or anything like that, like getting back to what lights you up. You cannot help everybody if you are depleted. You're not going to help anybody. So again, coming back to self. I'm you got my point. All right. So that is the rest of this year. All right. If you have any questions during this time, I didn't mention it, just either hold them or put them in at the end and I'll come back and answer. So if anything I say and you're like, wait, can you explain that further? I'll come back, but I'm gonna take a sip of water. All right. So let's get into 2025, shall we? All right. So 2025, again, these energies are coming in, and everything I've already said is going to play a part in 2025. 2025 is a year to embody who you say you are. If I were to pick the word of the year, for me, it came up like in general for my audience is embodiment. Embodying. It's a year to walk your talk. It is a year to practice what you preach. Okay. It is a year to be super authentic, especially if you are a healer, a psychic, an energy worker. But if you're working anywhere, if you are talking about, healthy and staying healthy, you better be practicing what you preach because the universe might be coming in to test you a little bit. All right. This is also a year to put what you know, okay, what you need to be doing, what you should be doing for your own health, for your own well-being as the priority. This is a year to be self-focused on your health, on your well-being, okay? On healing, sorry, I've got a hair in my mouth. On healing that XYZ that you are working with, okay? I believe pretty much anything can be healed 100% or at least greatly improved. It depends on the person, okay? And it depends on your commitment to your healing. So just keep that in mind, okay? So this is a really good year. This is going to be a great year to really up-level your health and your well-being. Because here's the thing. What I'm seeing for 2025 is that we are going to continue to see people getting sicker and sicker. Um, I'm seeing a lot of potential for hormonal issues. I'm seeing a lot of potential for rare cancers and rare like disease in the body. Um, Especially as we're moving into the year a little bit further. Like I'm thinking like May, June, it feels like there is a potential for a lot more of things happening, and it'd be like, where did this come from? Like seemingly from nowhere. However, everything, at least in my view, has an energetic start. So even if your body's not showing symptoms in this now moment, if your body is out of alignment, it is going to be in your energy field before it gets in. Like the body is the last stop. Okay. The body is where the symptoms arise and we go, oh my God, it came out of nowhere. Well, it didn't. We just weren't aware of how our energetics, how our mindset, how our emotions and our unprocessed trauma and all of that stuff, and our physical habits and things we're doing physically were affecting our body. Okay. And I'm not saying this to scare you because I'm going to talk about how to navigate. I'm just saying that 2025 is going to be a big year for health stuff. It's also what I'm seeing is that the health industry in general is not going to be able to help people. Like there's going to be a lot of doctors going, I don't know. And people are going to get sick of that and they're going to start taking their health back and taking their power back as a result. Okay. This is going to be a great opportunity to take your power back in your health, in your body, and ultimately in your life. So keep that in mind. People are going to be sick of the Western model of here's a drug. Okay. They're going to, not everybody, but we're going to see more and more people looking to alternative, holistic, you know, the old ways of healing. Okay. Um, and all of this illness and all of this upheaval around health is really going to, I don't want to say force because you're not forced to do anything, but it is going to give you the opportunity to do your deep shadow healing. Your shadow, when I say shadows, I mean we are all things, okay? We have light and dark and good and bad and whatever, we are all things. We are duality. And our shadow is the parts of us that maybe we don't want to look at because maybe there is fear, there is shame, there is guilt. We might not even be aware of some of it because our subconscious, we have forgotten it because of trauma. And 2025 is going to be a great opportunity to bring those shadows to light so that you can heal it. Because when you heal that denser, heavier energy. Okay, it's not good, it's not bad. It's just an experience you had that has been buried for whatever reason. And it's real or perceived because the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference. When we heal that, when we bring that up to the consciousness, we bring it up to light, we are able to choose to let it go and release it. And when we do this, we open ourselves up to hold more light because energy can be heavy and dense. It can be light and expansive. We are moving with the opportunity in 2025 to go light and expansive. But in order to do that, you just can't love and light your way. You can't just like wave your sage and clear your energy. That doesn't work anymore. And it never really did. if you know anything about sage. Anyway, we want to heal it. And that means getting your hands dirty, okay? Being courageous, being curious, and bringing that to light so that you can expand as a soul. This is a very soul focused year. When I say soul, I mean your soul wants to lead your life. That requires your body and your mind and your all of your parts, all of the aspects of you to get in alignment with your soul so that your soul can lead. Your soul is eternal. Your soul is in this body, having a human experience on this planet at this time. Your soul is here to learn, to experience, to grow, make a big impact. Okay. So your body needs to be able to support that. All right. Okay. So I'm laughing at what I wrote. No more half-assing the work. That goes along with, just saying love and light and, saying a prayer and all of a sudden everything's good. Um, that's fine. Use your affirmations, work on your mindset. But to truly transform your health and well-being in 2025, you're going to have to go into the shadows. Okay. And it's not as scary as we think. Once you get in there, it can be beautiful. It can be so beautiful. So I'm not saying, to scare you off, like, oh, forget it. I'm just gonna not do any work. It is a beautiful process because one thing I keep hearing, not only for myself, but for everyone who's going to be in my audience watching this, is that a lot of this is about radically being mindful, yes, but radically accepting all of you. What we feel, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of that. It's acceptance of all of you because all of you are beautiful. All of you are from God. All of you are from source. Your soul is beautiful. Your higher self is amazing. So there's nothing wrong with you at all. So just little thought there. But now is the time to commit to yourself and to your body as deeper than ever before. Deeper than ever before. No more excuses, no more blame, no more blaming the food or blaming this or blaming that. Because we can do that. Our food system. And what I'm seeing in 2025 is there's going to be, I feel, a lot more light shown to people about all of the toxins that are in our food, in our water, in our, healthcare products, in our shampoos and toothpastes and all of that stuff. There's going to be a lot more light brought to that about how really detrimental this stuff is for us physically. So much of the chemicals that are in our foods and water and air are hormone disruptors. They are full of microplastics. I mean, this planet, this planet, sometimes it's like, God, the powers that be are trying to kill us. And so a lot of light's going to be shed on that this year. And it's something that's really a time to commit, like really taking a hard look at those physical things that we can control. You can control what toothpaste you use, what I've been making my own laundry detergent for years. I use essential oils. I don't use anything fragrancy. So making those swaps, that is something that you can start researching. You can Google it. There's a million videos right now to help yourself. That is part of taking back your power and looking at what's going to overall benefit. And how to do that is coming back to yourself, asking your body what it needs, asking your body what it wants, and continuing that deep connection. Okay. Let's see. Next page. I have still so many pages, y'all. So if you find yourself in 2025 having a physical issue, maybe you're getting chronic headaches or whatever. It could be as small as a headache or a sniffle to as big as a diagnosis. One of the best things that you can do is come back to your body. Again, make sure your nervous system isn't spazzing out. We want to be calm. We want to come back. And then you can ask to be shown. And when I say that, you can ask your guides, you can ask your angels, you can ask God, you can ask the universe. Show me what this headache is trying to teach me. You can ask the headache itself. Show me what I'm missing. Show me what I need to understand. Show me is the greatest gift. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Show me what I need to understand in order to release this headache. Show me what I need to understand to release this pain, this symptom, this diagnosis, this disease. Now, some things are going to take longer. It took years to get a diagnosis and a dis-ease. Okay. So coming in with patience, right? We're not trying to, unfortunately, we live in a society that we want the quick fix. And with true lasting healing, it takes a little longer because our body is so dense. So be patient, but commit to yourself. Be in that energy of curiosity, of just show me, and then listen. Because sometimes we ask and then we forget to listen. Let's see. I already talked about big food and big pharma. Again, we don't want to, I caution you against blaming anything outside of yourself for your health and well-being, because you can choose not to eat the fast food. No one's making you eat fast food. You can choose to get better sleep, to work on your circadian rhythm. There's so much that we have the power to do. You are in control of what you think. You are in control of where you put your focus. You are in control of doing your inner work. You are in control of setting your schedule, of moving your body. You get the picture. There's so much we do have power over, but so often we just get into that energy of blame. Oh my God, it's the food companies, it's this, it's that, it's them, it's the bad government, it's the good government, it's this, and we want to make sure, because the energy of blame, even if it's just righteous, because I happen to believe that the food industry, not so, they don't really have our health in mind, okay? Um, However, I am not choosing to give them my peace. The energy of blame is still blame. It's that energy, okay? Everything is frequency, everything is energy. So we want to be careful, because even if it's righteous anger, it's still the energy of anger. And we don't want, at least I don't want to have that within my body. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. But more is going to be coming to light around big food, around big pharma, all that stuff. And people are going to be like a lot of people are already awake to this, but I see it more and more bringing things to light. Okay, good. Um, this is a good year to simplify. So sometimes on social media, it's like this expert says this, and this expert says that, and you got to do this, and you got to do that, and this is what you got to do if you want to, blah, 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 blah. And you know what? It becomes overwhelming. And then I don't know about you, but I'm like, I'm not doing any of it because it's confusing, especially if it's, doctors saying you have to have this much protein, or you have to have this much sleep, or you need to fast, or no, don't fast, and all of that shit. And it becomes too much. This is why I'm going to be just bum, 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 beating it. Is it's important for you to know what your body needs, for you to know what you need in order to feel good. And excuse me, give yourself permission to change your mind. Give yourself permission to shift and tweak as you're going on your path. We are meant to grow and expand. You can't grow and expand if you're doing the same damn thing every single day. You're not growing and expanding. So constantly show me what the best food to eat today. Show me where I need to look at this. Show me what blah, blah, blah. Show me, show me, show me. And tweak, tweak, tweak. And your path is going to look like a snake. It's going to be like this and this and this, always moving forward. Okay. 2025 is going to show you that what you're doing, especially if you're not moving forward and doing this work, it's going to it's going to require more of you. It's what you're doing now is no longer going to work for you in 2025. And it's really a time where the next level you needs to step up to the plate, recommitting to yourself. January, I am not a huge like setting the New Year's resolutions. I've never been that big in it. However, this January, and I would even start now and start thinking about it of like what you're going to release at the end of this year and what you're going to step into. January, the energy is going to show you real quick where you need to be stepping up and up leveling your health. So just if you're like, this used to work for me, it's not working anymore, that is your opportunity and that's your sign to go within and ask, what does the next level of health for me look like? What does that look like? What does my optimal level of self-care look like? It's a really good questions to ask yourself. 2025 is going to highlight any weak spots in your body. So it's going to be something to pay attention to. Like if, say, for instance, some people say, oh, I have a weak knee or oh, I have a weak hip or something like that. That might be highlighted in 2025. And again, what you've done in the past to work with it or to heal it isn't working. So it's what does the next level of health and care need to look like? Okay. Let's see. Your solar plexus chakra is going to show you. So your solar plexus chakra is like your belly. And the solar plexus chakra governs, it's an energy center. It governs a lot of your organs, a lot of the digestive organs. Okay. So just keep that in mind. But it also is going to show you where you are, if you're blaming, if you're in that energy of blame or even victim energy, which we're going to talk about, and self-sabotage. Um, it's also that energy that sort of governs like committing to yourself, like confidence, but also like this is what I'm doing, committing to yourself, and that kind of that kind of do attitude, getting things done in alignment. Okay, this isn't about pushing or forcing. This is about being in alignment, taking actions from an aligned place, not from pushing, forcing, not from, having a long to-do list. That's very masculine energy. People in my world are women. We're more in our feminine energy, receiving, but also holding our power. So it's your solar plexus chakra is your power center as well. Let's see. It's also going to show your solar plexus chakra is going to show you where you're holding on tight, where you're afraid to let go, and like I said, where you're giving your power away. So, for instance, if you have a lot of digestive issues, constipation, diarrhea, IBS, Crohn's, irritable bowel, SIBO, any of these like digestive issues, even like, and again, this is big globally, everybody's different. Okay. When I work with people, in one-on-one, I can see different things. But in general, when you've got these issues, this is your solar plexus chakra. This is about moving forward in your life. Where are you holding yourself back? Where are you, moving forward? Where are you? It could even be like, I don't want to say down the wrong path, but like if your soul wants you to go this way and you're going way over here, you can have some physical symptoms. Okay, so this is something to look out for. Again, knowing that your individual, everybody's unique. So it's not just one thing. It's one of the reasons why I hate those books that say, if you have this symptom, this is what it means. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It can be a good starting off point. But if you've got, I mean, again, we're going to come back to it. If you've got something going on in your gut, show me what I need to understand about this symptom so that I can move forward. Okay. The other chakra is your heart space. Okay. When I say heart space, I mean the heart chakra and also the high heart chakra. The high heart chakra is where your soul resides. Your heart space is a little bit lower. So I'm talking about the whole heart space area. This is going to be a year of coming back to yourself, coming back to you, not only your body, but also your soul. You know what, and you can do the same exercise that at body. You can say, soul, what do you need? Soul, what path do you want to take? Okay. Um, Especially if you're not sure what direction to go. And I love to put my hands on my heart. Okay. Um, Great care of self in all aspects. So 2025, it's a must for you to create a daily practice of connection. I have a program that is pre-recorded. It was 8 days long, and it's called Connect, and it connects you to your body. Be on the lookout for that because I'm putting it on sale for Black Friday because it is that important. It's not only about connecting with your body, but it's about trusting, like listening to your body, knowing what your body's trying to communicate, and then trusting what you're hearing and moving forward with that. Because I'm all about getting the downloads and getting the information, but if you don't do anything with it, it's just information. So it's about receiving it, listening, trusting, moving. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Okay, because nothing's going to change if nothing changes. Okay. So, a couple of shadows. Remember, I talked about shadows. These are just aspects of yourself that maybe you're not aware of. Maybe they're holding you back. Two that are going to be prevalent, but not for you because you are going to listen to what I'm saying, and you're going to catch yourself if you fall into this. But any kind of self-sabotage and any kind of victim aspects, they might be strong this year. If you are not connecting in and doing your daily practice, you may find yourself sabotaging yourself. And sabotage is interesting because you can literally hurt yourself uh, not consciously, you're not doing this consciously, but subconsciously, you could get hurt and then you could have all the excuses in the world about why you can't go for that walk. Okay. And that's just a simple, we sabotage ourselves all the time. And it's really important to go into that shadow and find out what is going on so that you can bring that to light to heal it so that you can move forward. There's usually a wounded part of you that doesn't feel good enough, that doesn't feel worthy, that kind of thing, not deserving. Inner child stuff can come up, that victim energy as well. It's it's just parts of you that need love. They need to be heard, that need to be listened to, that need to be brought to light so that you can move forward with your goals that you've set in January, right? Um, the old ways of self-soothing will not work for you in 2025. You've got to do the work. But I already talked about that. So you know that already. Let's see. This is going to be a year where you're going to see people really rising up because they're sick. They're sick of being sick. They're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and they are ready to, and this could be you're ready to take back your power and to begin asking the questions. And I'm not saying this to just, tell your doctor to F off, but I am saying that people are going to be more informed. They're going to ask more questions. They're going to not just accept what the doctor says or what anybody says, including myself, anybody says. You're going to run it through your own filter and do your own research and go within and then move from that place. That's so much more empowering instead of just going into a doctor's office and saying, "Give me my prescription." I mean, there will be plenty of people still doing that, but not you, because you are here and you are learning that you are more powerful when you are connected to yourself. Okay. Um, so again, I did talk about what disharmonies, the rare cancers, the things that just sort of come out of nowhere. I am seeing like, so each of your chakras in your body are related to a different hormone. And I do see the potential for a lot of hormone disruption. I also see autoimmune issues like being more prevalent. Okay, so it's something to be aware of. So if you find yourself in May or whatever having these weird issues and you go to the doctor and you get a diagnosis and maybe, oh, you have Hashimoto's or whatever immune autoimmune stuff, it's going to be a time for you to take a step back again and really go within and show me what I need to understand about this. Show me what I need to do. Show me the best course of action for me. Because I'm not saying it's not to go to the doctor at all. Some people need to go, but what can you do to support that? Where can you do your part? Where can you call your power? Where have you given your power away that you need to begin to call it back and rebuild your health? Okay, so it's something to be aware of. So that can affect, because your hormones are associated with each chakra, it just depends on what's going on with you. So some people, it might be their crown, their third eye, their throat, thyroid issues, throat, heart or high heart. It could be your thymus gland. You've got, the cortisol, you've got the reproductive, so you've got estrogen, progesterone, those things. So it just depends on like what is showing up for you. Again, there's no one way. We're all unique. So it's about being aware that these are going to be on the uptick. And if that happens to you, again, feel what you feel, right? If you get it, it's never easy to get a diagnosis. Feel what you feel, but then take a step back and come back to center and build from there. Okay. Um, what else? Let me see. We're almost done here. Are you liking this so far? So one thing I want to share, actually, before we kind of I have a few more things to say before I give you the final tips, is I am offering personalized 2025 health and healing and body readings. These are going to walk you through like what you need to be aware of personally, what organs, what systems, what possible disharmonies might be on the forefront for you and how to navigate it. Okay. It's not healing, but it's showing you like what to look out for, what would be best to navigate. I am going month by month by month in these readings. These readings are anywhere between 60 minutes to 90 minutes. It just depends. It's 60 minutes minimum. It may even stretch to 90 minutes depending. And it's going to show you what to be on the lookout for each month. It's going to show you which chakra you need to pay attention to, what system, what organ. I'm even going to do like what crystal would be beneficial for you each month, what essential oil, what food, what action, that kind of thing. So it's very personalized, and it's going to be a reading that you should listen to, every single month before the month. You go and you re-listen to that part so it can help you remember, because it's all well and good to listen to this now, but if you don't come back to it, you're going to forget because we're busy. We have other things to do. And so this gives you a personal boom, 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 and you can come back to it, and it's really going to set you up for 2025 to not only kind of see any blind spots, but to know how to navigate it, because that's the whole point. I mean, I'm not doom and gloom. I want to help you navigate it so that you can move through it, learn your lesson, and then ultimately heal it so that you feel amazing. Okay. So, um, let's get into just a couple of things. I want to just point out some time frames a little bit and then how to navigate. So, January and February is really going to be a time to get your booty in gear, to get moving with your goals, to be committed to yourself, to set those intentions, to think about, like, to make a plan. Like, this is a great time to make a plan. Like, this is what I'm going to do. Like, set yourself up for success. Okay. Depending on your body, your goals, health is the priority in January and February. Absolutely. And then as we move into March, April, and May, it's really about going deeper, kind of putting your head down, doing your work, creating those new habits, like locking them in place. April is a time where, in general, right, in general, that people could start feeling those health scares, those health things going on. So it's really a good time to go deeper, to purge the shadows, to like get in there and dig it up and release it so that you can have better health and well-being. Okay. Um, let's see. July is going to be like kind of testing you to make sure that you are really committed to your health. So there could be like, it's like sometimes, we go and go and go and we're doing so well. And then we kind of fall off the wagon. July is going to say, hey, do you need to reset? What's going on? Don't fall off the wagon. It's time to keep going. August and September are going to feel a little smoother. You're going to be in a good rhythm with your, daily practice. Again, kind of tweaking your daily practice as needed, really going within. Um, Even up leveling. Some people might be up leveling. October is going to bring a lot of that up leveling energy. Expansion, holding more light, especially for my healer friends, my psychic friends, my energy worker friends. It's going to be a good time to really go deep in order to expand and hold more light. When you get rid of the denser energies, you're able to do that and your body can hold it. Excuse me. November and December could be really heavy for some people. It could be, again, more things might come up physically. So it's going to be a time for you to really double down on your practices, to work on that daily practice if you fell off the wagon. Because November and December feel like they have the potential of feeling kind of sluggish and heavy. Okay. All right. So we're going to put this all together now on, I'm going to give you some like bullet points. Okay. So this is going to be how you navigate 2025 for the best. Okay. Put yourself first. You cannot help anybody if you are depleted. Okay. Self-focused. Connect daily with your body, with your soul, with your symptoms, okay, with yourself. Body, 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 what do you need? Soul, 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 what do you need? Okay. Show me where I need to understand this. Show me what I need to know. Okay. It's going to be a year to commit to your growth and your expansion. No matter what. Again, self-focused. It's going to be a year to make choices that completely support you and your goal. No matter what Sally Ann's doing, no matter what your partner's doing, what your kids are doing, it's about making the choices that completely align with you consistently. Okay. It is a year to work on any fears, any shadows often. So, it's an introspective year, really coming back to self, getting into alignment. It's also a year of getting back to basics, like food basics, those basic health things, sleep, water, food, breath, movement. This could be a really good year to shop locally, eat seasonably, work with small farms, getting as healthy and clean eating as possible, whole foods. Okay. The crystals, you didn't think I was going to forget that, did you? The crystals that would be really good for everybody in general, okay, to use as you see fit is amethyst. So this is an amethyst, that is an amethyst. I've got so many, but you get the purple stone, all right? So amethyst is going to help you to connect in. It's going to help give you insight. Um, those are the two words that I heard that they're going to be really helpful for is that insight, that within, that connection within. The other stone that came through is carnelian. So your amethyst is crown chakra. Carnelian is your sacral, okay? Also, sometimes carnelian can be associated with your solar plexus. Like this would be a great solar plexus because it's got tiger's eye and carnelian. And I actually like carnelian with your base chakra as well. Carnelian is a great stone. I find it to be a playful stone. It's also a good stone for motivation to keep you kind of motivated. This is a good year to be your own cheerleader. Don't expect anybody to save you. You are saving yourself because you are a powerful creator. You can also use obsidian, which I didn't pull a piece. Obsidian is black. It almost looks kind of shiny, for clearing work, for working in the shadows. Okay. Essential oils. What came up for me to share with you is vetiver. Vetiver is very deep. It's earthy. It's like, I love vetiver. What I love about it is it works on the base chakra. It works on the crown chakra. It kind of works on all the chakras. It is it brings you into the now moment. It brings you into the present moment and it helps you to connect. Okay. Frankincense as well is more for expansion and for enlightenment. And also Elemi. Elemi is a beautiful stone. It is an upper chakra stone, or not stone, crystal, oil. Sorry. It's an upper chakra essential oil for kind of like insight and oneness and connection. It's a beautiful essential oil. Smells really good too. So does frankincense, so does vetiver. Um, just a few final points. Let's see. If you are a healer, a psychic, a medium, healers are going to be needed more than ever in 2025. Healers, um, what I'm seeing is that there's going to be kind of a mass exodus of people doing healing work because their body and their energetics aren't able to support them. I see a lot of sick healers, and I'm not saying that to blame. I'm saying that there is a mismanagement of energy and they haven't prioritized their own health and well-being. And again, 2025 is telling you that you need to walk your talk. So if you are giving, because a lot of healers are, we're just want to help everybody and not giving to yourself first, you might get sick and not be able to be that healer that you want to be. Okay. So it's very important to be able to hold. And also, just to make things fun, is these bigger energies are coming in, and we're being asked as healers and psychics and mediums and energy workers to hold more light. And if your body cannot sustain it, you are going to feel drained and exhausted. Da, 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 da. Okay. So we want to make sure as a healer, you are prioritizing your health 110%. Um, again, healers can be dealing with health issues and they can fall into that victim energy. They can abandon their work thinking that it doesn't work. Like, almost like this disillusionment with healing, okay? And it's not that the healing doesn't work, it's that the energies are requiring us to step it up, to hold more bigger energies. And in order to do that, your body, your channels need to be clear and clean. Okay. And when I say clear and clean, I mean the heavy energies. I'm not talking necessarily about the foods you eat, because they used to think back in the day that you had to be vegan to be spiritual, and that is not true anymore. If it ever was. I don't think it was. So I'm not necessarily talking about the foods necessarily. I mean, maybe a little bit on the sugar and the chemicals and all that stuff, but I'm talking about any that sticky, junky, shadowy stuff that we're holding on to has got to be cleaned up, so that you can be this beacon powerhouse that you are. Okay, maybe we just forgot a little bit. And got to work on your body. You also got to deepen your connection with your body. It's going to be really important for everybody, but healers and psychics and energy workers in particular, to really know yourself, know what you believe, really like trust and believe in yourself, leaning into that trust over and over and over again. Because if you don't, you might kind of go into that victim energy, that self-sabotage energy. So it's really a time of deep, deep connection. Again, you might be feeling in 2025 that you're being tested with your health. And again, it comes back to that. Are you walking your talk? Are you practicing what you preach? Are you prioritizing your own health and well-being? Are you working on your energetics? It's energy, baby. Yes, we've got the physical and the mental and the emotional and the spiritual parts, aspects of us that need to be addressed, but you also need to work on your energetics, how the energy is moving through your body. Is your liver getting energy, or is the energy blocked? Is your nervous system getting energy, or is it getting hooked up? It's about like the flow of energy in your body. So all of these things are leveling up, and we are being called to level up with them. Um, oh, look at that. I got some reaction. That's cool. That was fun. I guess Facebook liked that. You've got to be working on raising your overall vibration and frequency with everything I just said. We also need to work with our egos. And again, like your solar plexus chakra, but also your ego, so that you don't, sometimes as healers, we can think like my way or the highway. And 2025 is asking us to think outside the box. In fact, let's just get rid of the box and widen our perspective, because new things are coming in, new ways, new ideas, new ways of working with energy are coming in. I don't believe that everything's been done before. I do think that as we raise our vibration and clear our shit out and open up our energetics, new stuff is coming in. Again, we got to be able to hold it. Otherwise, we're going to feel really junky. Okay. So really being curious about what else is out there instead of just holding fast to our modality and it has to be like this. I'm always learning and growing, always. And I don't think that I know everything. I go into my sessions with like, just show me, being curious and not having a lot of opinions. And, like, it has to be this way, it has to be that way. That'll trip you up in 2025. Also releasing so radical self-acceptance, releasing judgment is going to be big for everybody, but healers as well, especially. And what I'm seeing for 2025 is more community, more like opening up and like having a community of healers and a community of psychics where we lift each other up. We're not competition. We are collaborators with each other. And sometimes we can't always see our own blind spots, a lot of times, because we're so close to them. We're so emotionally entangled with our own stuff that really having that community will help us kind of see our blind spots so that we can rise together. Okay? Whew, that was a lot. Does anyone have any questions? If you're watching the replay and you have a question, you can drop it in the box. I think that's it. I think that's all. Let me just see if there's anything else. Okay, so the last thing I'm hearing before I go is, well, first of all, if you're interested in a personal 2025 reading, I will put the link in the comments. I am offering a pre-Black Friday sale for $200 off the price. Again, this is a 60 to 90 minute 60, 75, 90 minute live session. This is going to be something that you re-listen to 12 times at least because you're going to want to come back. I'm going to be giving you so much information, all channeled, all personalized for you to help you navigate your health and well-being and up leveling in 2025. The price is $997. But I'm giving the $200 discount, so it'll be $797 through next Wednesday, the 27th. Okay, so it's a pre-Black Friday sale. So I will put that link with the discount code and you can grab yours. I'm selling 5 spots. Okay, so whichever comes first. If the 5 spots sell before next Wednesday, then so be it. These readings I'm doing in the first part of December, so I have limited time and space to do them. Okay. And then there was one more thing. So, okay, so 2025 is a big year, as you can tell. But it's not a year that when I say you're being tested, that's not punishment. You're not being punished. You're being called into greatness. You're being called to up level, to expand because you are that powerful. So it's really, in general, it's like calling your power back and really stepping into your life, into your body in this immense power that you have available to you. It's really a year of like owning your shizzle, of like owning it all, taking radical responsibility for your health. Okay. No matter what the cause, we're taking responsibility and moving forward from a powerful place, from an empowered place, right? So that is, I don't want you to feel like you're being punished because if you start feeling like you're being punished, then you will dip into that victim energy. No one is punishing you. Your soul chose to come into the body that you're in at this time to expand and experience and to grow. Okay. You didn't have to come here, you chose it. And why not choose health? Why not choose well-being? Why not choose like the most optimal level of health that your body can hold at this time? That is what I want to leave you with. Thank you so much for coming today. If you have any questions, drop them below. The replay will be here through Sunday for you, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye.